Chapter 1. Intro. The confusion no one talks about. You go to the gym, you lift weights, you push hard, you track your progress. Week after week, you get stronger, more weight on the bar, more control, more muscle. From the outside, everything looks right. But then, something simple happens. You try to run for a few minutes and you're out of breath. You sit for too long and your hips feel tight. You move quickly or unexpectedly and your body feels unstable. And in that moment, something doesn't make sense. If I'm strong, why doesn't my body feel capable? Why does everyday movement feel harder than it should? This is the gap nobody talks about. The difference between being strong and actually being capable. Chapter 2. What strength really trains. Strength, as most people understand it, is simple. Lift more, push harder, get better numbers. And that works. Strength training builds muscle. It improves bone density. It increases your ability to produce force. But look closely at how it's trained. Most exercises happen in controlled conditions, stable ground, fixed movement patterns, predictable range of motion. Your body learns to perform under perfect circumstances. Everything is planned. Every rep is controlled. Every movement is repeated the same way. And over time, your body becomes very good at that environment. But here's the limitation. Real life doesn't move like that. Life is not controlled. It's unpredictable. It's dynamic. It requires adaptation. And this is where strength alone starts to fall short. Chapter 3. What capability really means. Capability is not just about how much force you can produce. It's about how well your body can use that force in different situations, under different conditions, without preparation. Capability asks different questions. Can you move smoothly in multiple directions? Can you stay balanced when your position changes? Can you control your body when you're tired? Can you react, adjust, and stabilize without thinking? It's not just strength, it's coordination, mobility, endurance, control, working together. Capability is not built in isolated movements. It's built through integration, through teaching your body to connect everything, not just isolate parts. Chapter 4. The hidden gap. This is where the problem begins. You train strength, but you don't train how to use it, so your body becomes powerful but limited. You can lift heavy in the gym, but struggle with simple, real-world movement. Over time, this imbalance starts to show. Not immediately, but gradually. Your hips feel tighter, your movement feels restricted, your body feels stiff under pressure, and small inefficiencies start to appear. Your joints take more load, your muscles compensate in the wrong way, your movement becomes less natural. This is how injuries begin, not from one moment, but from a system that is strong but not adaptable. Chapter 5. Why most people never realize this. Because strength is visible. You can see it, you can measure it, you can compare it. More weight, more reps, better numbers. Capability is different. It doesn't show up in one lift, it shows up in how your body feels when you move through life, when you're tired, when you're off balance, when things don't go as planned. And because it's harder to measure, most people ignore it. They chase visible progress, while silently losing functional ability. Being strong is not the problem. It's incomplete strength that is. Because real fitness is not just about force, it's about control, it's about adaptability, it's about being able to handle more than just the gym. Chapter 6. What's missing from most training. If strength alone isn't enough, then what's missing? Most training programs focus on one thing, force production. But capability is built on multiple layers working together, and most people neglect these completely. Mobility, the ability to move joints freely and safely. Coordination, how well your body organizes movement. Stability, control under changing positions. Endurance, sustaining movement over time. Without these, strength becomes isolated. You may be strong in one position, but unstable in another. You may lift heavy, but struggle to control your body outside that exact movement. Capability is not about adding more exercises, it's about completing the system. Chapter 7. Why your body feels stiff and limited. Many people think tightness means they need to stretch more, but tightness is often a signal, not just a limitation, a compensation. When your body lacks control or stability, it creates stiffness to protect itself. If a joint doesn't feel stable, your body restricts movement. That's why you can feel tight hips, stiff lower back, restricted shoulders, even if you're strong, because strength without control creates imbalance. Your body doesn't trust your movement, so it limits it. This is not a flexibility problem, it's a control problem. Chapter 8, Step 1. Restore mobility with control. Mobility is not just stretching, it's active control through range of motion, being able to move freely and control it. Instead of forcing flexibility, focus on controlled movement. Slow, deep deep squats, hip openers with control, shoulder rotations. Move with intention, not speed. The goal is simple. Teach your body that it's safe to move. When your body feels safe, it allows more range. And when range improves, movement becomes more efficient. Chapter 9, Step 2. Train movement, not just muscles. Most workouts isolate muscles, but real movement connects them. To build capability, you need patterns. Pushing, pulling, squatting, hinging, rotating, carrying, and not just in perfect positions. Add variation, single leg work, unstable environments, multi-directional movement, because life is not symmetrical, and your training shouldn't be either. This teaches your body to adapt, to respond, to stay in control even when things change. Chapter 10, Step 3. Build endurance in your movement. Strength is how much you can do once. Endurance is how long you can maintain it. Capability requires both, because real life doesn't ask for one rep, it asks for sustained effort. Walking long distances, carrying weight, moving repeatedly. If your system fatigues quickly, your movement quality drops. And when movement quality drops, injury risk increases. So don't just train strength, train your ability to maintain good movement under fatigue. Final chapter, bridging the gap. So how do you combine everything? Simple. Keep your strength training, but expand your system. Add mobility work, add movement variation, add endurance. Think of your body as a system, not separate parts. Because real fitness is not about looking strong, it's about being able to move, adapt, and perform in any situation. Strength builds your foundation, but capability is what makes that strength usable. Without it, you're limited. With it, your body becomes complete. Final line, don't just train to lift more, train to handle more.